Hello, and welcome back to the Taylah Louise Budgets channel. You are here with me today for my first salary cash stuffing for the month of October. So let's get it. Alrighty, Mundo. So we should have $550 cash here. 152, 53, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 10, 20, 30, 45, 50. So $550 in cash, and now we're going to get situated and explain why. So $550 cash is a pretty regular amount when it comes to my budget. And we're going to show you kind of like why that is that it's only $550, because I do get paid $2,433. So if I do a quick little budget with me, it's really easy, it's really simple. And the reason for that, and the reason why I know what denominations I need, is because things don't change much paycheck to paycheck to me. I have a pretty solid routine around where my money goes. So let's do it. So we've got salary, and I get paid every 2 weeks, so fortnightly. So $24.33 is my after taxes amount. Joint, so because this is my first paycheck of the month, the amount that I need to put into the joint account for house expenses is $12.50, and that gets broken down into sinking funds and bills, etc. as necessary. Sorry for the fact that you can definitely hear my washing machine spinning. It is what it is. This is real life. We gotta get shiz done. So then we have target bills. So $500 goes towards target bills every paycheck. And I've actually already filmed that video, and I think you may have actually already seen it as well. So $500 is kind of digital because that's already been sorted. And then annual is $130. So that is the amount that I put towards all of my annual bills, particularly my car expenses and union fees, that sort of thing. I just have one digital account that I let that money grow, earn interest, and then come out as necessary throughout the year. So I believe then that is $1,250 plus $500 plus $130. So $1,880, that is already digital. And then we can't forget that I do leave the extra $3 in my cushion as well. So plus that $3 on, so $1,883 is being left in my bank account. So then if we minus off the $2,433, that leaves us with the $550 that we have in cash here today. So how are we budgeting it up this week? It actually is a little bit different to normal because I am helping out my sinking funds a little bit more, just because it is that time of year. So Tay is going to get the usual 20. Groceries is still on the restricted 100. Dining is also being restricted this fortnight with 150 because I have so much mince, I have so much food that I've cooked. It is what it is. Fuel, however, is getting bumped up to 70 because the last 2 times I filled up, I've budgeted 50 and spent around $70 or $80 anyway, and had to find that money elsewhere. So I'm actually giving it the 70 this time around, which means that 20 plus 100, 150 and 70 is $340 going towards weekly expenses. And we had 550, which means we have 210 left. So I made myself a promise when I got this pay rise and went up to this amount that extra debt would get an extra $100 every fortnight. So minus that off. And then there are some sinking funds that I always stuff, like tech gets 20 and future gets 10. However, the ones that are getting a little bit extra this time around are also health is going to get 20 because I do have a dentist appointment and I will have an out-of-pocket expense, and I don't want to be shocked by that. I want to be prepared for it. Boo is going to get 10 because Christmas is sneaking up on me. Events is going to get 10 because it needs 10 to be able to afford to pay for my ticket to attend formal. I am a teacher. Yes, unfortunately, I do have to pay to attend formal, and I do have a graduating class, so I do want to go this year. And then gifts is just going to get a $5 because something's coming up in that realm. And then how much is that? So mine, actually 20 plus 20 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 10 is 75. And we had 110, which means $35 is going towards savings. Challenges this fortnight. Not a lot, but it's okay. Challenges has had a lot of love recently. So that's all well and good. We're just going to double check that this is a zero-based budget. So 2433 minus 1880 minus 340 minus 75 minus 103 minus 35. Zero-based budget. We love to see it. So let's get stuffing. If you're interested in this paycheck budget template, it's available on my Etsy store in a range of different colors. Oakley dokley, we're going to start with this one here today. Bless you to my dog. And we're going to have a Yeti cheers, actually. I did not realize it was like empty. I'm just going to have a sip of water. BRB. Okay, so the penny saving calendar this month is, what is it, October? Cool. So I should have saved by the end of October 463. 463.6. And at the end of last month, I had 374.01, which means 89.59 is the total of all of these amounts. So we're going to have to cross those ones off. And if we flick to the front, what we can see is the amount that's in my cushion prepared for that. And we're going to go with, what is my actual paycheck date for this? I don't know. I believe it is the 3rd of the 10th. I could be wrong, so excuse me if I am. So 89.59 coming off this total minus 293.94. So that means I should have 204.35 remaining in here. Again, I kind of talk about this regularly, and I know that this is not the prettiest way to do this challenge. This is not the most aesthetic way to do this challenge. But what matters most to me is that I save the money. What matters most to me is that I get it done, that I stay consistent. And the fact that I haven't dropped off, even though I've kind of made this a boring savings challenge, and I apologize for that, I like that I've prioritized myself and my needs and the way that I needed to simplify this challenge to get it done. And that's what matters. So we're going to move straight along. At the end of the day, at the end of the day and at the end of the year, I should have almost $700 in this challenge. So when I have that $700, doesn't matter how I got there. Probably not. So we're going to move along to my wallet because I want to stuff my change challenge because I actually have some change this week. So out comes the emergency lip gloss, and I haven't found a new emergency hair tie, but there is some change in here. And granted, it's not a lot, but it's something. So change challenge. I do need to announce that I have kind of produced another version of this. So this is the change challenge, but I also created and uploaded onto my Etsy store a roundup challenge. And I plan to, once I'm back at work and can do some printing, I plan to print out the roundup challenge and actually start that instead, because as you see, I really struggle to have change in my budget. And because of that, I'm saving less money, and this is a really slow process. But what I tend to do with all of my transactions is I actually round them up. So for instance, yesterday I ordered some activewear online and it costs like $81.50 or something like that. But I only work in zeros and fives. So when I tracked that down to pull the money out of the envelope, even though it was a digital purchase, I wrote $85. And that $3.50, I just add up and it adds to my cushion. So the thing that's happening is that my cushion is growing and growing and growing, and it doesn't need to be that large. And I don't earn interest on the money that's in my bank cushion. So what I want to do is I want to track all of those roundups. I want to track them off a roundup challenge that looks exactly like this, just with a different title. And I want to be able to actually see when that hits $1,000 and be able to transfer that into some sinking funds that are earning interest. So yeah, stay tuned because that will be coming soon, which means we'll have to sort through my change. But yeah, you've got to change things up when they're not working for you. And at the moment, change isn't really working for me. But for today, we're going to do it anyway. So 2 and 4 and 50 and 70 and 90, $5, $10 and $5.30. So $5.30 going into there. And I might actually just do $5.30 today. So just one little box there. But wonderful. So I actually am thinking that when I swap to the roundup challenge, like obviously there's going to be a point where I'm going to have to count up all of the change that I've saved so far. Should I reallocate that straight away? That's option 1. Or option 2 is should I just like turn that into, should I just like put that money in my bank and call that digital roundup funds and actually just like kind of start again and give myself a head start with the roundup challenge with the money from the change challenge. So that's option 2. So comment down below what you think I should do. But yeah, check out those challenges on my Etsy store and use the code BUDGETBOO, BUDGETBOO for 10% off. Oakley dokley. So now we can actually get into the stuffing of things. So spending, we said was going to get $20 this fortnight. It's the kind of thing that I'm like, oh, I've spent a lot lately. Do I need this money? But I always end up spending it regardless of whether I've budgeted it. So I just like that I have essentially $10 a week that I budgeted to spend on something that doesn't fit a category. So $20 there. Shopee is going to get 100. So 50, 70, 90, and 100. It's 50, 70, 90, 100. And these envelopes are from Budget Down Under, Princess Lay, as I call her, and I love them. Eating out is going to get $150. $51, $20, $40, $50. So yeah, even though I cash budget my wallet, I tend to not like go to Zaraffa's and hand over a $10 note. Often what I'll do is while I'm sitting in the Zaraffa's drive-through, I'll pay on card, pull this $10 out, and I'll put it in my buffer at the back. And then my money just rotates. And it means that I haven't been to the bank in yonks because I haven't needed to, because my money just rotates. So yeah, Zoom is going to get 70 this week, 50, 70. And that's the end of my wallet. So we can swap over to my digital binder, where emergency is finished for the year. Annual is going to get its usual $130. So we said it was the budget of the 3rd of the 10th plus $130. So we should have $830 in there now. I really should have used the thin pen so it matches, but oh well. And then debt is going to get $100, and we're going to use the $100 note today because I have it, so why not use it? $5,000, $6,000, $5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So $6,900. Oh my God! Next fortnight, I'm going to have $7,000 in here. That is freaking cool. You can't see me smiling from ear to ear about that. Oh my gosh. And then nothing for anything else in this binder, so we can swap over to my sinking funds, whereby Tato's not getting anything, neither is Taylah Louise or travel, but tech, you guessed it, $20. And we're so close to kind of like needing to rub out some of these 20s and stock some of these larger numbers, but $20 in there today, meaning that we're sitting at 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 20. So $1,520 now. In tech. Health was going to get $20 just to prepare for that out-of-pocket expense at the dentist. So 20, 40, 50, 60. That's probably enough, honestly. I think it's usually between $60 and $70. And it's not for a couple of weeks. So I'll probably put another 20 in and then I'll be covered. Future is getting a tenner, and I did off camera add another placeholder and color off another token. So sorry about that, you missed out. But to be honest, I think I just needed notes, or I needed to use placeholders or something or other like that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30. So 930 in there. Tattoo obviously is not getting anything. Boo, however, was getting a tenner, I believe. So now it's sitting at $70, and he spoiled me for my birthday. So I definitely have to do something good for Christmas. Bernie is not getting anything, but gifts is going to get a $5 just because I have something upcoming that I'll need to buy a gift for. So 20, 40, 60, 75. Actually, that's in a much better place than I thought it was. Cool. Christmas is getting skipped, and then events is going to get a tenner. So that's just sitting at 110, which is the cost of a formal ticket. And I have already bought my dress that I'm going to wear to formal as well. So that's really cool. It's so hard as a teacher to like find clothing for that occasion because like I'm 26, right? So like I can't dress like a 26-year-old because I need to dress appropriate for a teacher. And so it's like, the other thing is like, oh, I don't want to go out and spend like over $100 on like a nice formal dress, because if I go year after year, I'm not going to want to wear the same thing, and I can't spend over $100 on an outfit every year to an event that I'm already spending $100 to attend. That's one night. So I just have like, it's so hard to like work out how to dress. You don't really want to like wear a casual dress that you would normally wear to work, because then you haven't even dressed up for the occasion. It's just a catch-22 around. But I found something I'm happy with. I spent $35 on it and it's settled. Okay, so I did bring out this one today, this binder, because this is the Lay Challenge. And because this is it, but even though this is a savings challenge, I am wanting to stuff it in my cash stuffing video, just so you get a little bit of a taste of savings challenge stuffing. But today I have only budgeted $5 for it. Oh my gosh, my washing machine is doing a spin cycle. So we're just gonna have to ignore that, but we're just gonna color on another $5 envelope. I've got things to do today, places to be, so I can't kind of pause and wait for the washing machine to finish. Just one more envelope down, which means we can color off the number 11. Cool, cool, cool. And then I didn't get the other binder out, but I definitely need it because we do still have $30 that's going into the monthly envelope for my savings challenges. So $30 in there. Okay, that's it. That's the $550 cash stuffed for my first paycheck in October, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go down below, click like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified every single time I upload. See you next time. Bye.